Alright, it's me, video time. Yeah, I really don't have time for this crap, but whatever. Alright, this Fight Club with a 2K11, I guess he really likes Fight Club. So he had to bastardize the name somehow to make it work for him. I think I've talked to him before. His hair is as weird as his hat. Yeah, it's really kind of funny. He needs a new hairstyle. Really, that just doesn't work. But anyway, charming enough fellow, but full of shit. So let's just do some of this.
I'm not prepared to put myself in a position to claim truth and to influence annihilation of other ideas and other interpretations.
Yeah, whatever. You are in a position to claim truth, probably about lots of things. And so, yeah, we just differ on what we're willing to claim truth on, right? You're drawing a line here or here or here and saying, well, I still believe in, whatever, the magic toaster or whatever the hell it is. Some sort of range of possibility. And I've explained why I don't see any range of possibility. There's a certain number of elements in the universe. There's certain physical forces. We've identified those things. And really all we're arguing about is how they mix together and what can happen when they mix together. And we sort of get the phenomenon, all right? And everything about us only exists because a cell acquired the capacity to reproduce and then evolved for 4 billion years. Evolved through basically a carnage of competition. That, fitness was defined by a silly definition, okay? Yeah, the other guy's dead. That's the definition of fitness. The other guy's dead.
In which we can have no way to see the outcome. And what I mean by that is the scientific revolution came about mostly as an irrational reaction to religion.
Yeah, I think that's a bogus theory. Look, religion was the first science, okay, and it just refused to evolve. And we're still now stuck in that position, okay? I mean, you children of the hippies, okay, my generation, you just don't want to let this Hopi thing go. Let's all have a Coke and sing and have a song and blah, 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 and whatever. Edelweiss or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, no, it's just bullshit. You're just saying, I want to keep this idea that science hasn't revealed the truth, which is you're just a psychology. Okay? A completely fuck-nutted, addicted Looney Tune who's chasing something that just doesn't exist. You're chasing happily ever after, and it doesn't exist. You're heading for a brick wall, a bloody mess. If you get any satisfaction or real comfort in life, it's going to be momentary and it's not going to last. And that's the way it is. It's just stupid. Look back on your life and say, well, what would you pay to redo any of that? Come on.
Without the religion there, who is to say that we would have anything close to the amount of science that we do have now? Everything is so...
Yeah. Just nonsense, okay? I mean, we're chasing better, okay? That's why science exists. It's not running from religion. It's not fighting religion. It's looking for something to hold on to, something to say, well, look, we're going to get rid of this disease shit. Let's get rid of this hunger shit. Let's fix a problem somewhere. And they just treat symptoms, unfortunately. We're more in the Band-Aid business than we are in the penicillin business, however you want to metaphor it, and that's what science is stuck in. And science is owned by capitalists, so yeah, they don't have any imagination, so we really don't go for the big deal, the big finish, the big let's do it right the one time and just get it over with. No, none of that shit happens, so we keep doing it the wrong way, the sloppy way, the shortcut way, the tacky plastic way, and yeah, I agree that's dumb, but that's not the problem, okay? The problem with life isn't scientists, the problem with life isn't religious people, the problem with life is life is stupid. It's a stupid chase. We've been contrived to run a race for which there is no purpose in running. To survive for the sake of surviving. Not to accomplish, not to satisfy a mission, just to redundantly accomplish a task that our 4 billion years of ancestors have redundantly were obliged to run in this stupid wheel. And, we're the thing that comes out of 4 billion years of running a stupid wheel. But we have absolutely nothing to do here but to stay in the fucking wheel. It's a dumb game. It's a game to be played by dumb things, not smart things.
it's really hard to take such a concrete stance without considering the possibility that you are smashing other possibilities that could...
Yeah, whatever. What other possibilities for what? Again, you're just making this crap up, all right? We've discovered that human beings are absolutely full of shit. They'll find a God anywhere. Anywhere. Anywhere there's a little bit of fog or a little bit of doubt or a little bit of mud, and they'll say, I saw God in it. They see it on their cheeseburgers and their waffles. They see it all over the fucking place because they're looking for it. They're looking for something. Magic. All right? There isn't any. Sorry. Okay? There is no real magic. There's just, 100 or so elements and some forces like gravity and strong and weak nuclear forces and a gazillion little pieces of stuff that is moving, okay, for no reason, just because it was caused to move. And this is how it all ricochets, and we're just the fucking ricochet. We're just the chip that flies off the rock, on the misfire. There's nothing here. There's nothing here to do. It's all goddamn bullshit. And the more we talk about these phantasmagorical possibilities, the more we delay getting real and recognizing we've had nuclear weapons less than 100 years. We have absolutely no prospect of ending this violence that we use as a solution to problems. This is a disaster waiting to happen. And if we have anything to cling to, it is if there's any hope at all. The only desperate hope we have is that we can somehow convince the human race to gracefully get off the stage before it completely humiliates itself.
Better the world, better the universe, better humans.
Oh, better the universe. Again,
that being said...
What? With what? What are you going to better the universe with? I mean, you're just making this shit up. The universe is a bunch of cold, hard, nasty physics. All right? There isn't anything soft and fluffy out there. All right? And if there is anything soft and fluffy, it's in just as big a fucking bucket of shit as you are. All right? You're not going to be able to help it, and it ain't going to help you. All right? So that ain't your solution. That isn't anything to look to. Because you keep looking to the sky, and Jiminy Cricket will come to the rescue. That ain't going to happen.
And I just have a few questions for you. They're not super analytical questions or anything. I mean, they're pretty reasonable questions, I think, for someone in your position. And I think,
I bet they're horribly redundant questions. I bet they've been asked and answered 6 or 7 times.
Call for you to answer this, and especially to address your own, and not just yours, but the world's internal conflict. There's an internal conflict going on.
There's no internal it's not a conflict of itself, of a one identity. It's a conflict of ignorance and intelligence. Those two things are in conflict here. All right? This isn't a conflict that's real. This isn't like Einstein can't figure it out. No. This is retards, okay? You got a bus full of retards, and you got a few smart people. Well, it's like Einstein's on one side and retards on the other side, and we have a lottery deciding who drives the bus. And it's just not going to work out. Because every time a retard gets behind that wheel, we are fucked.
Within people, within the world. And I'm an example, and you're a prime example. So... my questions would be, Gary, have you ever considered that we as humans do not know much at all about the universe? Or that?
Whatever. Why should I consider it in the first place, unless somebody shows me something of it? Right? I mean, you're saying there's we don't know. Well, what don't we know? How to read unicorn sign? I mean... What is it that we're ignorant of that you think we should be, open to some sort of possibility? What, the possibility of what people make up? The transformer panda that's monitoring the universe? I mean, what is it exactly are you saying I should be open to, this possibility of just some fable or fantasy or fairy tale, some 10-legged frog? What? A hyper frog with hyperdrive, right? The 10-legged hyperdrive frog. What?
The scientific materialism in which capitalism runs and depends on, because it does.
Oh, please. That's just such a cliche. I'm gonna blame scientism. I'm gonna smear the capitalist duty on it. Okay, you could make exactly the opposite argument. I think more decisively that it's these religious nuts, chasing their heavens. Okay, and not ever being practical, not ever being foresighted. I mean, all these people who believe in eternal life, and yet they can't invest in something 3 weeks from tomorrow. Okay, they live on credit cards and all this other crap. That's not materialism. That's not being a practical scientist that does that shit. That's being an impractical asswipe. Okay, so don't be blaming psychotic, idiotic economics on goddamn science. That is just so fucking bogus. Especially when every great scientist was pretty much foursquare against rampant capitalism.
Has utterly destroyed the world and almost all the spiritual / goodwill of the world.
What is this spiritual goodwill again? So what? What do you mean? You mean the good Christians? What good Christians? What good Muslims? What good religious nuts? What spirituality? Show me these spiritual people that do a motherfucking thing. Alright? What I see is a bunch of spiritual people. You put them in a commune, and guess what? They don't get a motherfucking thing done. Alright? Because I scraped my spiritual knee. Yeah, I can't work today. I have to mumbo jumbo to the sky. I really don't have time to get my hands dirty. I might break my fingernails. I'm growing them long because it's spiritual. I mean, bullshit. Fuck this bullshit word. Shove this bullshit word. Stick it in your fucking hat and burn it.
This interpretation, this ability to control other interpretations of consciousness, other manifestations of consciousness.
Yeah, whatever. Make up all this shit. Just keep making shit up. Other interpretations of consciousness, other incarnations of consciousness. No, bullshit. I call bullshit. We're a psychology. We're little need machines chasing our fucking potato chips, whatever metaphor fits for you. And that's all there is here, shithead. There ain't nothing else. There's no spiritual.
Has had a devastating effect upon the world, and we living within this.
Again, go back in history. Where are your utopeites? Show me the culture that had it right. All right, this is just a pile of crap. The only one I've ever heard about that might be any good was Atlantis or Alexandria. And what was that? Well, Alexandria was just full of scientists, pacifists and scientists. So there, your argument kind of fails there, right? It certainly wasn't full of people mumbo-jumbing around saying, where's the spiritual tree? I want to go rub it.
System, myself, you, and everyone on this YouTube considered is affected by it. And I have an internal, dissonance going on too. And but I think it takes a little bit of courage to be able to stand in the void and not just take a side because you're fed up with the process.
It's not about taking a side, okay? But whatever. I mean, I'm certainly not a side taker. That's why I came up with this fair economics thing, because, you still have to have incentives in economics. So you come up with incentive economics, all right? You get rid of the capitalists, but you still create incentives for people to do better. You just get rid of the fucking owners. That's the problem with the goddamn capitalism, is the owners. All right, the workers and the consumers are okay. It's them owners that are the fucking problem.
So the sheer lack of success and insanity that scientific materialism has brought to the planet.
Well, again, this is just bullshit. The insanity of what? Clean water? I mean, the science is the thing that's fed the world. You'd have high mortality and death rates without it. So this is just bullshit. It's not science's fault. Human beings are motherfucking greedy and selfish assholes, and that every bit of technology you give them, they use it and abuse it and suck it dry. All right, the fact that scientists figured out how to make gasoline out of crude oil isn't a crime. Okay? The fact that human beings can't moderate their consumption is the crime. All those spiritual humans and their, Christian forerunners and shit.
Mind-blowing. I'm not putting down science, but science needs a balance to it through the unknown, the spiritual, the overlooked.
Oh, whatever. The unknown. I mean, why should I even listen to somebody who's going to talk about the unknown? What the fuck is the unknown? What is that? What is that crap? You keep talking like we never invented the telescope or the microscope, or we never figured out what lightning was, or electricity, or like we didn't answer any questions. We answered a hell of a lot of questions in the last fucking 150 years. A hell of a lot of questions. To be talking about all this unknown shit is just kind of bogus. The only thing we don't know is, how far down the drain goes on the toilet. But we know it's a fucking drain.
Gary, you're resting your argumentative case on the presupposition that history has indeed been recorded accurately and that the institutions run...
Oh, whatever. You take this truther shit and shove that up your ass till it pops out of your fucking hat, okay? You fucking Looney Tune. Alright? I haven't... fuck you. Fuck this bullshit. What, you think you figured out what real history is? Yeah, you think you got the real history book? And you're saying this shit to me? I mean, I'm the one who's gone to the trouble to point out that the American Revolution wasn't exactly what people think it was. And that it wasn't exactly about what they think it was about. So fuck you.
That run the education, the publishing, the media, the ideas, the culture of the world have not actively participated in hiding information.
Oh, what? Hiding what? They're hiding the unicorn maps from you? We can't get the unicorn maps because all those evil scientists and professors are keeping them for themselves. I mean, what are you going with this shit? Have you heard the crap coming out of the average scientist's mouth lately? I mean, they're fucking phantasmagorical fucknuts. Conspiracy? No, I'm afraid not.
Destroying other interpretations of human history, archaeology, past technologies, past science.
Yeah, right, past technologies. This is just such bullshit. What? Oh, yeah, they had laser beams, and they had anti-gravity devices, and that's how they made the pyramids. I mean, grow the fuck up!
Etc. This is blind, as well as unscientific as one can get. What if our participation in worldly affairs, as well as with other...
What the fuck are you reading this? So you go to trouble to write something this bad? God damn.
...lives does actually play a role into what is to become of the human race.
Well, that certainly didn't say anything to me. Did anybody listening? Did you hear anything there? I didn't hear anything there. Blah, 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 blah. Humans gotta wear bigger shoes. Their shoes are too tight. That's the problem. Damn, shoes are too tight. Damn, scientists keep making their shoes too tight. That's all I heard. Bullshit.
Is it so implausible to think that we do not know the truth?
Yeah, yes. And we don't know the truth because it's invisible and it's hiding from us. The photons have it. The photons are hiding it from us. And the scientists, they're conspiring with the photons. And like when we're not looking, they're having mad wild parties on the dark side of the moon. Is that how it works?
The whole story. Is it so strange to consider modern science and its adherents do not have an untimely grasp upon truth?
An untimely grasp upon truth. Did you proofread this? God damn, can you just speak human? Beep, 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 ba beep, 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 beep. Human. Speak human. Beep, beep.
Not. In fact, true scientists, the ones that are asking these questions, are the ones that change paradigms.
Are the ones that are asking what questions? Can I invent some kind of theory of unicornosity? I think I can. I can say anything I want to because I got a doctor on my name. And so anything I say, people are going to listen to. So yeah, I'll just invent some fuck-nutted bullshit. Great. Fantastic.
And that requires one to withstand the void and to not just cut away all the possibilities because one is too tired of the process.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. One is just too tired of having their nose shoved in unicorn shit. I mean, what's the point of this? It is adding insult to the injury. It is bad enough I am in this fucking nutcase asylum. All right, it is just insult to that injury to sit there and just keep placating this crap. Why shouldn't I call it what it is? It's crap. It's bullshit. Fuck you.
And you still presume that humanity is the goal. Okay?
Whatever that means.
Some of the questions.
Whatever the fuck that means. Would you quote me for a change next time, Jack Witt? What the fuck is that? I still presume that humanity is the goal. No, I presume the Tyrannosaurus was a goal. Great white shark was a goal. Okay, the goal is some kind of idiotic, stupid device that functions for a period of time until its Achilles heel is found by some other fit little instrument, like the AIDS virus or some other little fucktard, that's going to take the monster down. All right, the human race isn't going to survive this, and certainly your human 2 or whatever, your next generation of human, whatever that's going to be. What, it's going to do sonar or something? You know, we're all going to turn into Flipper, and that'll somehow be something better. It'd be no different. We're still going to be chasing the same fucking metaphorical bag of potato chips.
And, I think if you're going to defend your position in a scientific matter, you're really going to have to answer these questions.
You didn't ask any questions, shithead. What about the unknowable no-unknowns? That's not a fucking question. Why don't you just ask me, what about Daffy Duck? And I'm only going to say, fuck Daffy Duck, okay? You suck Daffy Duck's balls, jackass.
In a somewhat disclosive manner on YouTube or within yourself. That's all I got.
Look within yourself, douchebag. Yeah, come on. What? You look inside of yourself and see can you find any evidence of this douchebaggery you're talking about, this bullshit, this unknowable, not known, unknown, invisible, blah, blah, blah? Really? I mean, with every little incremental move with science, okay? I mean, in the old science, we got rid of the big boogeyman, okay? Yeah, there weren't no dragons, and there weren't no sea monsters. They first thought there was sea monsters in the ocean. They actually thought there was sea monsters. All right, and then we showed them, no, they're just big giant squids or some other kind of bullshit, but they're not sea monsters.
Hope you respond.
Well, you got your wish came true. But I don't think you're going to like it. So anyway, I guess I'll turn this off and move on to the next fucknut. Might as well make it a two-parter. Might as well not mix videos. Might as well eat my dinner first. Yeah. This is so depressing. Yeah.